All right, we're doing a Master and a Pupil, and this time I actually have Nizar Sarhan on the phone with me here. This is a take on his zombie deck. I changed a couple things. So his original list, if we look at it, he plays like Triple Tomato, DD Crow in the main deck, Gale in the main deck, and then I think and like one Wing Blast, one Raikou. And I changed those cards out for a little bit more like explosive plays. Like it might be a little less consistent, but I got Future Fusion in here, a second Wing Blast, Evil Hair Infernal Prodigy to set up for Army Arm OTK. Stratos, just the double Wing Blast makes sense with Stratos. You could justify that +1 that you get and get Malicious. It also sets up for that Army Arm OTK. If they kill Stratos and you in-phase Wing Blast, discard Malicious, they could just die. I still like the econs. I like the second Book of Life was added. So just like a little bit more special summons, and I cut 2 tomatoes and a Raikou and a Gale. So I cut 4 normal summons, essentially, is what happened
We
for.
we became a little more proactive, a little
Yeah.
less reactive.
Yes.
Monster.
Yeah. So let's see how I want to see how this actually works. So I'm just gonna go.
Monster's not your taste, huh?
Yeah, I was opening hands with like 2 tomato, a Goblin Zombie, Diva, and then like one maybe one trap, maybe a econ or something. But I wasn't having the time of my life. So
Yeah, a little reactive.
yeah, it's very set a monster heavy, which
I
wish going
enjoy.
first I could just go like Future Fusion, send Malicious, summon Diva, set like Wing Blast, and they're just cooked. Like I just want to cook people quick.
Yeah, no, that could do it.
All right, so this has to be best 2 out of 3. Oh, we already got somebody. No, this is single with siding. He's a fish for that.
He might cancel out of that. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, he's a smart person. What do we choose here? I hate this game.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything
to
it.
I usually roll a die. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is like rock, paper, scissors in that order. Is how I usually.
Do you just keep a die at your?
I keep a die on my desk, and I literally roll a die every time because I don't like to think about it too much. All right. So funny thing.
See, these are the hands of.
But hold on. None of the cards that in my hand are the cards that I took out of the deck and replaced them with normal summons, right? So,
no.
This is a hand that you could draw in your deck. This is a hand that literally all of these cards you play. What do we do here? We just pass, right?
I almost want to set Econ so he thinks we don't have Gores and he could swing at the Trag. But how bad do we want Trag right now when we could just Diva Econ take his guy? I don't know. What's the most common matchup? Blackwings?
That's the thing. Maybe Blackwings is, but the Econ doesn't do a single thing, right?
It doesn't. It tells them we don't have Gores, but we do have Trag. People don't really play around Trag. But
I'm just gonna end and see what he does. Worst case scenario is he summons Spirit Reaper attacks, and I'm like, okay, well, you fucking got me.
Yeah.
But it's really funny how immediately I don't draw a single normal summon, but like none of
the cards that's why I play so many, because I you see these hands often enough that you really want it, but yeah.
All right.
I guess we have to set a rail trap.
Yeah, that's fine. Like if he plays the game, we can play the game. He might be on Blackwings though, honestly.
It's almost like the Circle Blizzard hands again.
Yeah.
And we keep playing this.
Okay, so now he can't whirlwind me. What is this deck that he doesn't have a monster though?
A lot of times people play if this is just random. Oh man. I guess I'd set heavy because I don't want to set anything else because I want a heavy.
That's true.
It's like a bad pro heavy.
I mean, it's not. We're not in a good spot.
Yeah, but that second Book of Life could have been like a. I think you could Econ, but I'd let that rock.
Yeah.
Let's see if he swings. There's no way he swings.
So we're just going to Econ it then at that point.
Yeah, because he's going to eat a thing anyway. But
yeah.
I guess if you wanted to make a proactive play, can you take it? You can take it, right? And then
yes, I can take it and switch because it didn't get switched by its effect.
Okay. Him the Plague, which is interesting.
Okay.
I guess
should I MST a back row?
No, I wouldn't.
This hand is so fucking trash.
They've been sitting there anyway. It could just be an MST or something like that. If it's a book somehow and you let them mill, that could have been tragic.
So what are we doing? We're just mind controlling and popping a back row, see what
I would
happens.
mind control pop, see what happens, and go from there. Maybe MSC the last back row after.
Yeah. Email plague, for what it's worth. If I had a
Yeah,
zombie, I would banish it immediately.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's good for Doom Kaiser later. If
So
it's
we're just using her effect, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I would.
It doesn't matter which one.
Which one was set first?
The middle one.
Most likely bottomless. If it were to be, because typically people set their summon traps and then their battle traps after.
I agree with that 100%. Okay. So now how do you feel?
And then we get Diva, see what happens. Do you want MST? Guys, he's grave. I'm trying to put him on the deck. I don't know what he's on.
We really don't know.
Like,
his mills didn't even tell us what he's on yet.
Could it be like a Vayu Turbo deck with Siroko's in hand?
I could see that. I could see that. If this Diva gets stopped, we're in a slightly awkward position, I guess.
I guess you could MST. And it could be oppression anyway, but I guess we could MST.
Okay, I mean,
because he could book his Lila now, right? That would use its effect, and we won't be able to flip it.
Correct, because we had to put it in attack mode, so that would be annoying. That would be worst case scenario, by the way. So let's see if that happens, then that would be worst case scenario. Okay. So he had book, he didn't use it. Okay. So
I would probably make Gaia swing and then make an 8-star.
Yes. Okay. All right.
I would hope there's something there, and I want to make Dark End because I want more darks for our Dark Armor in hand, obviously.
So we're definitely using. I guess yeah. I'll put it in attack mode. It doesn't matter.
There is some merit to making a 6-star and then using the econ as like take your guy as a real trap, but I'd rather, I think, make Colossal Fighter here.
Okay. Yeah, because you can't protect, and he has plague. You can't protect whatever you make, which is awkward. So yeah, we're just gonna make Gaia. Yeah.
Make Gaia swing, make Colossal.
Yep.
If he drops something, you can't make Dark End, so just make Colossal. Colossal's bigger than anything he could drop.
Yeah. And I'm okay with
It's tragic if it's like a Trabodia and he pitches an 8-star, but I don't know what he's playing.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I hate when they do that. They just take it. What if I was playing around Gores?
Yeah, they don't respect the integrity of Yu-Gi-Oh, you know?
And I guess that's it.
Yep. So he's on 7 cards, I'm on 7 cards, but he has a Plague Engrave, so he could easily just Brio me.
That's not a neg, though, because Plague feels like it's equitable in the graveyard, but using a card in your hand, going behind, then making Brio, pitching another card, and you have to use a 4-star. If he uses 3 cards to give her the Colossal, I feel like that's a win.
Yeah. We also bricked pretty hard here. Like, we haven't seen a single monster that's not, like, the support cards. Yeah, like, these are all support cards, and I'm not drawing, like, I drew Econ, I have, like, MST, Heavy Brink. These are all cards, like, Mind Control. I would play all of these cards already.
But it feels like if you had a Goblin or a Tomato somewhere in the mix, it feels like
it would be a different game, I think.
Yeah, it would have been over by now. Didn't seem like he had a Gores or something. And that's why I said, you know what? Because I played it similar to this. 1 turtle, 1 tomato. Then I just said, you know what? I needed a recruiter every single hand. And it ended up being, I added a second tomato, then went to a third tomato. And
that's annoying. He heavy my heavy. I don't know what deck. I still don't know what deck he's playing. He's been playing so close to the chest.
If I had to guess, it would be Vayu Turbo with a bunch of Sirocco's in hand. I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, it's funny if I had that 1 DD Crow, he'd be fucking ruined right here.
Yeah, that would be.
But the crazy thing is, if I had 1 zombie, that shit would have got banished. Like, it doesn't even matter what zombie. Okay, what
is this a bad Lightsworn deck?
I don't know what this is, Nizar. I can't tell still.
Wow.
Like, this is the Brio play though. This is not a good Brio.
That's what I said. It's not a great one. The thing is, if you made like a Stardust and it got Goyo, that'd have been a lot worse.
So I'm dropping Trag on this to make him think about bouncing it, because Trag just beats this monster auto.
So it is a bad Lightsworn deck, really bad Lightsworn deck. Wow, a lot of traps. Now I'd drop Trag, of course. It's bigger anyway.
Yeah.
And the way he's been playing, I don't think he has any more traps left.
Yeah, I don't think he's on too many traps because he is playing okay, it's Lightsworn, it's Solar Recharge.
A lot of traps.
Imagine how bad Lightsworn is where you get like 3 turns of passing and your deck still doesn't do anything.
Well, because instead of him adding good cards, I don't know what he's playing, but he's just adding traps that are too reactive, and you're a very proactive deck. We've seen, 3 real back rows, and
yeah. So now he has a choice to make. Do you want to drop more cards?
I guess his hand's just dead JDs then. It's just, I don't know. Pitching Solar Recharge is crazy to me, but it's what's a card? What is he pitching? Or is he just reading it? Okay. What's a card that's worse than Recharge if he's pitching that? That's when I played Lightsworn. That would be the first card I would want to see in every hand.
No, yeah, I agree.
His hand's not Wolf. It's not a Lightsworn. Only thing I could imagine is
he stacked the card on top too, so like he's in a really awkward position.
Yeah, like it's if your hand is so bad that you have to pitch a Recharge, it's one of your best cards, and you already behind a card. Draw Mally. That's close.
That's actually really good.
Yeah. Cuss Your Grave? There's no darks, is there?
No, 0.
Okay, so we can't actually, I mean, what I want to do, because he's so behind, is just switch that thing to attack mode and just
that's what I want to do, because we can also in main phase 2, if I want, I could turn Trag into a 6-star, summon Plague, and make a Colossal Fighter again. He seems to have a hard time dealing with Colossal Fighter, judging by the way he just played his turn, using like 8 cards to get rid of a Colossal Fighter. Like, look at how many cards he has.
Worst case swing, if he, let's say, we can't make a read on his deck. Let's say it is D Prison or something like that.
Yeah, we have Brain Plague.
No, I would Econ take the Brio.
Oh yeah. If he does something reactive like that, yeah.
Wow, that's really neg.
Oh my god, he's going so neg.
I thought he had JDs. Yeah, I would take his guy and make the Colossal Fighter again.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he has Raikou playing like this. And I guess swing for 23.
Yeah, definitely swinging for 23, no question.
And then it's like, there's no way that's like...
I don't even care if it's Gores, because I would just summon Plague and make Colossal, and you still can't deal.
You know what? I've done a thing just like that in recent history, and it was Gores, and his top deck was Caius. And it was pretty disgusting, but...
So, we're still just on...
Well, I'm making that because it's a dark, honestly. I don't even care about anything else.
I thought about this, because his deck is very target heavy, if you noticed. Like, he's on D Prison and Raigeki Break, and Book of Moon. He
discarded... How many fairies are in his grave? I just want to make sure we can't lose as like a random... Oh, there's no way. Yeah, no, there's no dark. Yeah, this is over, but... Yeah, okay.
Because he realized he stacked his own cards, so he already knows that he lost.
Yeah,
right?
That's what I was saying. The Plague is not that equitable, even having it engraved. Using it to put back an entire card to then have 1 level 2 tuner.
Yeah.
It's like Diva is 2 level 2 tuners, and you don't go back a card. And this, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Mizuki.
What about siding here? Because I only really want the 2 light mirrors. I don't really think I need anything else.
Return. Okay, so they I don't know his deck, but I side out Return because they don't play like. Usually, Lightsworn doesn't play like Bottomless and D Prison.
Yeah.
So it'll help make your Return fueled, and it gets popped by random Raikous and Lilas, so you can't really set it comfortably. Celestia and JD as well, and they sometimes break.
Do we want this Heavy Storm against Lightsworn?
Not with your light. I mean, he's playing so many traps, but I guess not with your light mirrors.
Yeah, he is playing a lot of traps though, low key. Like I think he lost the game because he drew so many fucking traps.
Well, he wasn't really playing Lightsworn. He was playing like Lila Control, and that's not. As much as we brick, that didn't get there.
Yeah, that's not a deck.
All right.
We got a hand, so I can do Kaya's turn 1 now.
Awesome.
Yep.
Ooh, that's disgusting because it's a back row. Oh man. Even Dice Shoot isn't that bad.
Yeah, this guy's milling 1 at a time. He mills this fucking Plague every time.
That's good. Don't worry.
Okay, how are we playing this? So we can't really convert off the girl.
Because you could only send Mizuki, Mally, or a water and a Mally, right?
Right. I could crash tomato and get a tuner
tuner.
though. Yep.
That's gonna get depersoned, right?
Yeah, that would be annoying. But if it gets deprison, honestly, I'm not too mad at that because then next turn I can like do a guaranteed Kai's play or whatever.
So if you ram into deprison, you're not going to play Future Fusion, are you?
No.
Okay, so you want to wait on that. But if we Future Fusion Caius now we use our. I would probably. Can we set tomato? Is
Um,
that, is that
maybe
crazy?
maybe we should summon it because of Aaron because he is playing real Light Sworn. This is a Garoth.
Okay.
I don't think summoning it is going to do any. I don't think it's going to be bad to summon it, right? Like, there's nothing changes summoning this.
Okay. Him knowing. I mean, I guess yeah.
All right, I'm summoning this. Are we sure we don't want to attack? We don't want to attack here.
I don't want to get depersoned. Attacking is not horrid, but
All right, all right. All right, I'm
I
gonna.
just don't.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna.
What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do with Celestia? That's
Yeah,
not that
I mean,
bad.
yeah, I'll take the Celestia. I'll take the Celestia. I almost feel like I could have summoned Sangan instead, because that way, no matter what happens, unless short of Chaos Sorcerer, I could just go mind control.
We kind of want somebody on board.
Yeah. No, I agree. But mind control with the Sangan search will be broken. This motherfucker better not make Brio again. I can't deal. Oh my god, this guy's making Brio again. What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Yeah. You know that you'll get this a lot on DN. I kept playing against people like this that were just like really bad.
Yeah.
And I went to Format Library, and there's a way you could play like rated game. That's really bad.
Oh no fucking way.
That's even worse than the Brio.
All right, so we're just not playing a real person.
Yeah. Wow. And I guess now you could just summon a plague. And then mind control his Goyo and go nuts, I think.
Yeah, I can do the plague.
Or you get a goblin but in sack for Kyle. But I think getting a tuner out, and then you could Future Fusion later.
No, you're right.
Probably make a Stardust.
Yeah.
And
then kill my fucking tomato and get another search. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. Once you make Stardust, his MST doesn't matter for the Future Fusion because I don't know what he's setting. Wow. I mean, is that Raiko? Ooh.
She's a little late. All right, we're just mind controlling the Goyo, right?
Well, if it is Raiko, it's game. And if we don't respect the back rows, I guess, because I do see colossal armor here, but
I respect the back row because he plays real traps. Like, I'm not. Because if we didn't respect the back row, I would have crashed.
Raiko was going to pop a back row, but I don't know. Sin 3 is crazy. Yeah, I would probably just take Goyo,
Stardust, and then
activate Future Fusion and see what happens.
Yes.
And then we can, because I want to make a Thought Ruler because it's a depersoned, right? So
I was thinking like Stardust to protect our plays because we can go Future Fusion.
Thought Ruler after. So
yeah. After, yes.
And then Thought Ruler over the tomato, and we go nuts because oh man, this is so bad for this guy.
Okay. Okay. All right, we're just playing this.
Yeah, get a Mally.
Yep.
I guess Mally Mizuki.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy, by the way. Like, Mally Mizuki is crazy. The alternative is Diva Malicious, and that, like... But Mally Mizuki is... Why does this do... Why does that card do that?
Yeah, no, that's disgusting, yeah.
This is actually just so gross. I'm grossed out. Oh, man.
And now the Stars protects this play, and... yeah, that's kind of game now. But I don't like counting these kind of games because his deck's so bad and he's playing really bad. So like I hate calling this testing because like, taking tomato was crazy.
Taking tomato was the wildest thing I've seen all night. Honestly, can't believe it. All right, so
I can believe it. It's just this happens too often where people are really bad. So I go to Format Library and I try to play some rated games with like some fake elo they do amongst their players, few 100 players or something like that, and the confidence is definitely there. People are definitely more challenging there. They actually,
What do you think about
What's up?
Kai is here.
Uh,
You
well, that doesn't.
you really want Thought Ruler? Because like, what am I doing
Well,
with the
what are we
second?
Kaising? Is Raikou? We have a Stardust.
Yeah, but he has like Mirror Force and Raigeki Break and stuff.
So you think he's gonna like negate? You're gonna negate, and then he's gonna flip Raikou and keep getting us?
Well, here's the thing I'm thinking about with Diva. Like, I'm gonna summon Diva and not use the effect.
Why?
Like, you're assuming that this is guaranteed getting hit over, I guess.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Thought Ruler. What's the? And then you get because then you have a tuner next to the other diva, and then you get a goblin and keep synchroing.
Yeah. No. All right.
Because I want the Mizuki to be live.
Yeah, I got you. I'm just doing this. This is fine. This is really ignorant.
Yeah, certainly.
Okay. So the first rule is to absolutely kill
The tomato, yeah.
yes. Also gain my life back.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, him taking that was horrid. Maybe he really wanted to stack like a wolf, and that's a Raikou.
Is it
or
just
something.
this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And I swing with the goblin now.
Yes, because I really don't want to attack with Stardust if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Like,
That's Raikou, and I hope it's Raikou. Okay. That's cool. I would leave it on board. I wouldn't swing over with Stardust.
really?
This D person is still looming.
It is
It is still. Why do you want it engraved so bad? He didn't have
well,
a plague.
I'm synchroing main phase 2 to make something. So
Yeah, I would just probably make a Gaia Knight.
yeah, because I don't want it to be anything that you could brain control like a Goyo or a Brionic.
Yeah, definitely not Brionic. And then it's you don't want to waste. You don't want to waste it either. You want to go into it later.
Yeah.
No reason for Brio. You already put Mizuki in grave. Yeah, no, we're like plus. This is Typically, my boards end up like this with like 2 or 3 6s or 8s or something
Yeah, but
like
look
that.
at what Future Fusion did though, Nizar. Like that.
Yeah,
shit,
no, it's crazy.
That card is, and we could have played the turn 1 and been a little bit more aggressive if we really didn't believe this is the best search right here. I'm not even.
You have Plague already, right?
This search is absolutely insane. Like,
and then we get a random fusion in 2 turns. So
we do get a random fusion in 2 turns.
I'm not too certain what it does. I think a half stir. It's like a gale, right?
Yeah. So the only way we lose, and I know he didn't draw charge because he stacked the card for Plague. The only way we lose if he goes like Crazy Mill, summon JD. All right, well,
Crazy Mill, summon JD. No, I didn't see that in his future. If you want to kill him now, you could bring up Goblin with Mizuki, sack for Caius, get rid of the Gardna, and that's really it.
Yeah.
I guess he could have, but
target Goblin Zombie.
Yeah, I guess we're done here. I don't know. I guess he'll flip his traps now and force Stardust. Not putting the Garden in grave last turn was cool because now you can't negate anything, knowing that we had Caius.
Yeah, it's our last search. Oh no, we got one more search technically. All right, so he lost 1,000. Yeah, I mean this is.
That's game without the stars swinging, so he, can't mirror force, or it's not even profitable.
Yeah, start giving me free cards start giving some cards up to the Stardust King. It's time for you to start giving me cards.
I think if he Regeki breaks, okay. If he Regeki breaks, it probably wasn't going to negate unless he targeted the Stardust.
He didn't let me say GG. I want to see what he had game 2. So I'll go to the next game. Fast forward. I just want to know what the fuck those 3. But he had 3 traps and never activated them the entire game.
I think D person was sitting there, but Dust, was that Dust?
Yeah, Dust. Yeah, so we wouldn't have been able to Future Fusion if we tried to play like that. That's mirror force. So the tomato crashing would have also got maybe. I don't think this guy was good enough to mirror force a tomato. To be honest, I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't. But like a normal person would do that. But I don't think this guy was on that. Like I just don't. This play is so funny because Summon Tomato just like he literally it made him like spastic. Like I think if I said Tomato, I believe in my heart of hearts that he would just go attack it and like
That would probably have been worse for us, but he just made the worst play possible. Taking it was really bad.
taking it was crazy. Like I can't even believe that was on his mind.
Especially when the plague is now banished forever, and you can never synchro with the tomato. There's no way you're playing with it.
So it is deep prison.
And I like how he just casually sets another battle trap like Heavy Storm doesn't exist too. Yeah, no, this guy's too horrid.
Yeah, this was trash.
That's a little too much. And yeah, then that's how the field looks the next. Yeah,
Yeah, that was not
crazy. Yeah, 3 back row, 3 monsters, and then in 2 turns, it just 180'd.
classic AP. Okay, this looks like a duel that we can take this one. Let me get my random dice generator thing ready. All right, roll again.
No luck.
No. Well, we won the die roll against the guy we don't need to. You know how round 1 is. Round 1,
Yeah.
you open the craziest hand against the guy who doesn't have sleeves.
Yeah.
And you win the die roll, and everything goes absolutely perfect. And then you play against like an actual fucking a real person, and then you lose the die roll, and you open up the hand we drew game 1 with like no plays whatsoever.
He's going Whirlwind Shira, and you're losing. Well, this guy plays 42 cards, so from the
he does play 42 cards.
From that, I'm going to say the deck's probably not optimal, but we'll see.
You'd be surprised though, because 42 is the fairy deck plays like 2 Jar Greeds, and it runs 42 cards, and it just kind of like tries to bait you.
That's weird, but I like to have a smooth 40.
I like a smooth 40 as well. I don't play
unless I'm playing like a lot of vanilla monsters and stuff, or like Lightsworn. I typically have a smooth 40. Man, a tomato here would be crushing them.
I think I'm just going.
I like beating over it, but I also like it sitting there. So if you,
I like Future Fusion. I like Future Fusion Summon Diva.
Okay,
but I mean that's aggressive.
You want to make a random 8-star and swing?
It's not a random 8-star. It would be a Stardust Dragon with Bottomless and Wing Blast set.
That's cool.
You want to just set Turtle?
Not really. I want to activate Future Fusion and see what he does.
Okay. All right. That's a fair play.
I'm gonna activate it regardless. I'm not gonna wait because we have to send a water monster, right? So we get an absolute 0, which is a real card in 2 turns. I'm not sure what he's playing, but.
So this time we're revealing this because we have the Mizuki in our hand, and we have the Pyramid Turtle in our hand. I don't know if there's any other Earths in our deck. Yeah. So it's going to be a Diva and Malicious. Yep. You said what?
Oh no! See, I'm at the shop. Sorry.
Okay. Now what? Mizuki attack? Or are we going balls to the wall? I don't want a Mizuki attack because we have Wing Blast.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm not setting Turtle now. So yeah, summon Diva and let's hope.
Yep. All right. Yep.
Yeah, you have to use the effect anyway. It's the issue. It just leaves a stranded Diva out. So like a Plague would have been a little smoother here, but
true. There will be a stranded Diva.
That's why in my build I cited Transmigration Prophecy, because there was so many graveyard decks, but putting back a Diva sometimes makes it live.
All right, this guy is just not playing cards. I'm just gonna speed things up a little bit. Torrential, Wing Blast, or Geki Break, anything?
They'll do this often. And yeah, I agree. I'd probably make the Stardust here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely making Stardust with traps.
You have to swing because you can't just leave that there.
No. It's probably a battle trap, but we can't care.
And we hope. Ooh.
Right. We couldn't care though, right? Like.
Nah, you because he has the Plague, it gives him too much leverage, and then he could bring up plague, make a Brielle use priority, and
So what do we want to do here as far as setting back rows?
just that wing blast. It's kind of chainable.
Yeah.
I'm not happy about wing blasting that if he heavies, but
yeah.
I'm not even. Would we even? I guess I would wing blast it because he has a plague and that body matters.
Oh shit!
I didn't expect that. I'd probably wing blast that.
That's
I guess.
definitely getting wing blast. I can't let that walk.
Yeah.
But then what am I going to do next turn? I guess I have to.
That's what I was thinking. Right? What do we do next turn? Next turn, it would be you could force the turtle to swing. You have a Mizuki engrave. Which
I guess
you
I
could
have bottomless for it next turn anyway, so it can't come.
You don't necessarily have to bottomless it. You could just establish a board that's bigger. But then I'm worried about Kalut. So if you wing blast it now, the diva then dies, and then you summon turtle. You could go summon turtle, ram.
Yep.
Get goblin, ram. Get plague. Bring up the goblin with the Mizuki. Make a 6-star, and then you look at Armageddon Knight with his plague engrave. You set bottomless.
We're discarding this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this gives him a little bit more like leverage, and because he'll get a value and then start making synchros. You have to start answering, like if he makes a catastrophe, you have to start answering that.
So what are we doing? We're crashing our tomato into his guy.
Crashing the
turtle into
getting. Depending on what we draw, if he sets any backwards or not, you could go get goblin crash, get plague, and then now use your Mizuki and the fresh goblin to make another 6 and search. Well, that makes it a little simpler. You could just crash that. Or if you want, you could just set bottomless if you want a bottomless Shira.
Yeah.
And then wait for your absolute 0. But I feel like if we make a play now, that forces him to plague, then he uses his resources, gets bottomless, and then 0 comes out.
So I'm crashing this, and then I'm searching
plague.
But plague would be in my hand if I do that, right? So
no. You can search plague with turtles. Excuse me.
Yeah,
actually, my play was bad. I was thinking it was tomato because you said tomato. No, you can't actually get a. You would have that would be 2 minus. I would probably set just turtle and bottomless, and then bottomless to Shira now.
Okay, I like this. And
then wait on the 0. Sorry, I was mistaken. I thought it was a tomato because I just keep seeing in my head getting tomato is so good to crash with Armageddon Knight.
The only weird thing here is that he can go plague and make Brio, and then summon Shura. But
that's
whatever.
Okay. I don't know if he's doing all that. It's a lot of cards.
It is a lot of cards.
And we have a Mizuki engrave, and extra attack, I guess, would hurt. But would he set that behind an Armageddon Knight? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Also, they don't play Armageddon Knight, right? Just Greffer.
If it's Vayu Turbo, first of all, Vayu Turbo doesn't play Armageddon Knight and Shura. Vayu Turbo doesn't play Shura at all. It doesn't play Kalu. It doesn't play.
So this is a regular Blackwing deck, you think?
Yeah, because Shura tells me that it's a real Blackwing deck. This could be some kind of weird hybrid though, because I never see this.
Plague. I don't really know.
Yeah, this is definitely more Vayu Turbo, but the Shura is questionable. Like I've never seen that in Vayu Turbo.
Yeah.
Like this is supposed to just be like a Raikou or a Hamster in this deck.
It's weird. That's what I'm saying. You play against a lot of weird decks. The 42 cards just makes it so it's just some kind of random brew.
Yeah, we're finally getting.
What's cool if he doesn't synchro is the turtle lives and he just kind of wools that thing.
Yes. Yeah, Zero's coming and he's stressing right now.
Well, it sounds like he wants to commit, but he knows absolute 0's coming, and it doesn't sound like he could go put a card on top for plague, bounce both your cards, have nothing left.
Right. I almost wish that this was the Goblin Zombie that I set instead, because I actually wouldn't mind Goblin Zombie getting killed here, and then searching like Plague, and then having Absolute 0 come out without risk of Torrential taking all my cards.
Okay. I respect that.
That was a good draw.
Turtle was just really strong in case he summoned another guy right there and just swung.
Yeah.
Because because Brio was the wrong play. If he synchroed and swung over with like a Goyo, this guy seems more confident, so I don't think he's going to Brio like that, like the other guy did.
Right.
But if he's went like Goyo swing, then Turtle gets something nice, and then maybe that's the Plague. Then you could summon Absolute Zero. If that's not good enough, you could summon Plague synchro with the onboard Plague and go off from there.
Yep. So now the only risk that we're at here is like Shura attack, the face down, he gets Gale, and then Black Roses. We get a search. He has no back row. He loses. So he would be down to 3 cards. I don't think that's a good play, but that's like the only thing I think that could happen here. I guess alternatively, he could Heavy Storm and like just say, fuck my back row. I want to keep my monsters because that is definitely important in the situation he's in.
Well, MST by itself kills the 0, right?
Yeah. But I'm saying like, I think if he had MST, he would have MST'd.
Mm-hmm.
I think he would MST before 0 came out. So I don't.
I'm not even like super sold on him swinging at the face down because if it's just like a Reaper or something, he's not gonna get that playoff.
Oh, here's exactly what I was talking about.
No, it's not. They summon Boro every time. They're super aggressive. He must have Kalute, I guess. I don't know what he's doing.
What is he going to do to the 0 though? What is going to happen to this bro? You just committed to the field and I have a 0.
I was also thinking that he might swing at the Turtle, and then at that point you could get another Goblin in case he wanted a Black Rose, because the face down monster doesn't guarantee die. Could have been Raikou, could have been Reaper.
Right. I definitely am getting a this thing.
I think it could come out and attack, which is a little bit bigger, which is probably what I would do. Not that 50 life ones should matter, but
well, he gets a search for sure as well. But yeah, this is going to be a little less damage, maybe. We'll see what I don't know where he's going with this. He's committing to the field, but he has so like a Vayu here doesn't even do much.
That's what I think he would get, but I'm not sure because like maybe he gets like because you could have got Goblin in defense if he was going to get something that's going to swing over. I don't know if that's his plan. Because if his plan is just to board up and then kill your recruiters, you add everything to hand. Absolute Zero is going to wipe his board at some point.
This card is a problem.
That card's crazy. That's probably just as good as sending Mizuki and the.
It is really good. I want to play a copy of Treeborn Frog too, low key.
Oh, you're gonna just draw all these cards that are like
Wing Blast and Future Fusion.
Yeah.
He's thinking hard. He's thinking low. The 0 has him stressing Nizar.
He's playing really weird. Like he had it out of getting Gale and then like being a little behind, but
my man is stressing hard. You might as well make, I don't even know what he makes. You make Catasta here and I could just literally wipe your field by attacking into it. Like, I don't think he has, I'm not
sure what the Boro was played for. It just kind of,
it didn't do anything. It was bad. Is he going to misworm me right here?
That's kind of bad too.
I don't think there's a good play to make. Yo, I've never seen someone stress this much over one Absolute Zero. Like, this is hilarious because I'm not even playing an Absolute Zero deck. Like,
yeah, no, Absolute Zero is broken.
Almost makes me wish I had Miracle Fusion in my deck too.
Yeah, the first time I played this deck because I wanted fun, I add Miracle Fusion in there. It's so dead, so dead. You thought Book of Life was dead? This card's really dead.
Yeah.
Water and a hero. Yeah, I mean, you drew Future Fusion, so it makes it easy. Miracle Fusion makes Future Fusion. That card's is that card banned
in what?
Current Yu-Gi-Oh?
Nah, no, they changed it. It doesn't do anything when you first activate it. They eroded it, so it doesn't do anything now.
Dragon deck opens it. It's like game over.
Yeah, because like now when you play it, in modern Yu-Gi-Oh, it says it doesn't send the cards to the graveyard until the second standby phase. So everything happens on the second standby phase now.
So like if they could go first, open it, you could just MST.
Yeah, you could literally MST it at any point, and like, you know, I know they don't play MST right now, but they have all these extra deck monsters that pop cards for free, right? So
yeah, everything's in your extra deck and stuff like that.
yeah, your extra deck is your trap cards and your spell and trap card removal. Like it's both.
You know, I know about that. I love my Shein and Lagia and Doka and stuff like that. Those cards were those cards were what I wanted. You know, that I played those because I thought that was the best way to do stuff.
This guy is fucking stressing. I've never seen someone play like this before, ever. Like, what is taking? It's been his turn for 10 minutes. Like, we've been sitting here watching him go summon.
What are the three bubbles that pop up over his icon? Does that mean he's typing?
That does mean he's typing. Lagging super hard on my end and have a prior obligation in 10 minutes. Rematch some overtime. Keep up the podcast. What you have? I had Book of Life and Plague.
I think he knew about the play.
Mizu Engrave. And thank you.
Tell him he'll be on it. I don't know if he's on the pod. I don't know if he's realized he's on the pod.
What did you have? Because you were stressing. My man just gave up. He was like, I have a prior obligation.
Would it be possible to see his deck list? Because I'm trying to figure out what the hell he was playing.
No, I can't see his deck. Unfortunately. I wish you could see people's deck after the match is over. But Dueling Book allows you to watch a replay, but it doesn't show you their actual deck. The only thing I could do is like...
Ask him to show it to you.
Yeah, let me see. 1 second.
I don't know if you'd like to get into it like that, but I'm very curious.
I'm curious too, because he played Armageddon Knight and Plague, but then he played multiple Shores and Bora. So his deck is nothing good, sadly, with what you had. Are you playing like a hybrid? Because I saw Arm Knight and Plague, but then Shora and Bora. Yeah, the whole deck was just very confusing.
Okay, maybe we'll have to scrap. Maybe we'll have to scrap this match anyway because it wasn't really a match. We barely finished game one.
Yeah, no, this definitely was not.
I think we win because the absolute zero is crazy, but
yeah. All right, so I'm gonna see what he says. I don't want to be rude, but yeah, this. I mean, it seems like the zero just did way too much.
Yeah. No, Future Fusion was really good. It's really good when you open it, and you didn't even open it with the Mizuki, which was the ideal send. But Absolute Zero was that good.
Yeah. All right. Let's watch the replay to see what happened, and then we can continue playing, but I'm going to make it a second video because this video is already over an hour, and then I like to typically keep them. Oh no, this video is only 40 minutes. But I think that if we play another game, it'll easily go over an hour the way we're going. Okay, so let's just look at. Let me get it. Okay, so his opening hand has oppression.
His opening absolutely broken.
Wait, he had oppression? Is this correct?
I guess we're about to find out. We might have just set D person.
Oh, so I got the Future Fusion off for free. So you always set oppression turn 1 though.
Well, not this guy.
Because like this is a card that once I establish a board, it doesn't do anything. Whereas this, when I establish a board, it does do. So this is like a teachable moment for anyone watching this video. Like,
I'll give him some merit because maybe he wanted to play Dark Arm first.
Sure.
And he had, like and stuff. Because I could see the 3 darks. It's just it's just a matter of time before they get into the grave. But
yeah. But if your opponent doesn't out this, you probably are just gonna like steamroll them. Like this card is so fucking ignorant.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
And if you know your deck is playing like Shores, Kalutes, and all types of stuff like that, and like I'm assuming he plays Icarus Attack, if I'm being honest, because he's playing Bora. Like you're definitely not playing Bora without Icarus Attack. So I assume he has Icarus Attack in his deck. So like, I think he does. Yeah, I'm just surprised that this just walked. Like this turn 1, like granted our Stardust definitely got deprisoned, but then the 0 just caused him so much harm. And then like he stuck with his hand.
Yeah. I think the Wing Blast was good. Making him a draw that we could now bottomless.
An oppression set now, but he can't flip it. And he draws another shore for turn. We know. Yep.
And this is where he fucked it all up. I think he was trying to dark armed or something, but he realized he would have to plague, and that's pretty neg. I don't know. He could have dark armed, but he loses everything after that. If he just didn't.
Yeah. There's no correct. There's no correct way to There's no correct way to not lose his entire field.
It doesn't summon Bora. He simply had to just go Shura attack, get Gale, Black Rose everything, lose your oppression. I know you're about it, but that would if you kept Bora in hand, you would have Gale, Shura, Armageddonite, Plague, and Grave. That'd be 4, and then your hands Dark Arm, Burial, Plague, and your hands
Dark Arm, Burial, Bora,
and you still have Plague and Grave.
Yeah.
4 darks, but at any point you could just put some shit on top.
So here's the problem with that play though, because he knows he's playing against zombies. If he because he's gonna leave his field open after that Black Rose. I don't imagine he summons Dark Arm to my raw field after he Black Roses me or whatever. And like I'm getting a search. Like because he decided to attack like the Pyramid Turtle.
No, you could easily like start Doom Kaisering and then Book of Life.
He could lose the game with this in the graveyard next turn easily. Like he doesn't know it, but like he dies if he just passes on a Black Rose play. Like he's actually going to die next turn if he does that. Like the game is just
doesn't know.
He doesn't know that, but like he is going to actually die. Which is like really funny. And then he just scoops here. Like I get this. He gets a Vayu for no reason, and it's like, all right. And now everything becomes awkward because now I have all the searching that I wanted to ever possibly do in my life. So I'm completely set up now. Like there's nothing you can do that makes it where like I'm not in a really good position. And you still have that awkward oppression set, but like you can't even protect your Shura, your Bora, and your guy. Like I can just attack over them. Like what does he do if I just go draw for turn? Absolute 0 attack Shura. I don't care if you have Kalut because it won't matter. I'll wipe your whole field regardless. Absolute 0 attack Shura. Goblin Zombie attack Vayu. Your dark count gets even higher. And then like your play is still summon Dark Arm next turn by stacking Plague to get the back down to 3.
You're still looking at an absolute 0.
You're still looking at absolute 0. It's just like such an awkward feeling. Yeah, this is bad. This shouldn't have been in the field though. I think we both agree this is a bad board.
Yeah, I hate the card in general, but you just kind of need it in black.
It's funny because I was telling you like no one just leaves a Bora out there. Here we go playing somebody and he immediately.
I play a lot of this format, and you might be playing against more competent people than I am, but on average, people.
You know what it is? I play more in-person Edison than I do Dueling Book. And in person, I'm playing against like literally Steve Silverman, Sean McCabe, like all these people who are like YCS level people at my locals. Like, we have like a lot of them you probably don't know by name, but they're like a lot of good players who have topped a couple YCSs throughout their time playing the game. And like they're not as known because they're not loud personalities, but they're good players. Like they just know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And so, like, they just won't do this. Like, this is just crazy. Would go summon summon
most people don't know how to play, how to conserve, how to keep cards in hand. And
but so, my thing is, like, it's so obvious because there's a 0 on the board. Like, it's not even like we're asking them to do something crazy. Like, there's an absolute 0 on the board. And you're like, summon a Bora with no intention of summoning Stardust Dragon first.
Yeah, no, this is hard.
Yeah, I can see if his play was summon Stardust, summon Dark Armed, pop field, Stardust negate, and like pass to you with that field, an oppression set maybe or something crazy like that. Like that would be fucking insane. But this with no Stardust anywhere, I don't really get it. I really don't get it. Anyways,
go play against this a lot.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna end this recording, and then we will start a second one for another episode.